Let's take a look at how to set up an interactive quiz on your Innfinite system. What you can currently see is your Innfinite home screen. This is customizable, so it may not look exactly as you can see currently. In order to set up an interactive quiz, what you're looking for along the left-hand side of your screen is the option for games. Using your mouse, simply click on games, and this will present you with a screen containing all of the available games on your system. Using the downward arrow on the far right, one click will then take you to a secondary screen where you will find the option for quiz, currently located, as you can hopefully see, in the top right hand corner of the setup screen. Click on quiz, wait a few seconds, and it will take you in to the next screen, allowing you to start your quiz. There are three options. As we're now setting up an interactive quiz, that is what we will focus on, and that is clearly displayed in the center of your screen. By clicking through interactive quiz, it will present you with a screen allowing you to now set up a brand new quiz. The two current tabs that you can see are quizzes that have been previously set up and stored. And that will simplify things for you in the future, as any games or any quizzes that you set up can simply be reset at a future date. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to set up a brand new quiz. Looking for the option on the bottom of the screen, we can see New Game Setup. Simply click on this option and you will be presented with a screen like this. The first thing you need to do is give your interactive quiz a name. And I'm going to call this tutorial. So using your keyboard, simply enter in the name of your quiz. You don't need to worry about anything else on this screen. We're simply going to navigate from left to right on using the four options that are currently across the top of the screen. The next option is Game Stake. This is as simple as what are you going to charge each of your customers to participate in your quiz. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to set the entry fee at £1. That is purely customizable depending on what you would like to charge your customer. What you will note, there is a game quiz type with a cash option currently being displayed. You can toggle between cash and prize. So in the event that you would like to set up an interactive quiz but not necessarily give away a cash prize, simply toggle that to prize. As we are setting up a quiz that is using a cash prize, I'm going to toggle that back now. Moving along, we're now going to select Game Questions. And this is where you build your quiz. Very simple. You will see from the top, Round 1. The category currently selected is Art and Literature. To change that, simply click on that particular tab, and you can then see there is a range of different categories that can be chosen. So for round 1 on my particular quiz, I'm going to choose the option for General Knowledge. What you can now select is how many questions per round. So in this general knowledge category, I would like to have 5 questions, and just simply use the plus sign to increase or the minus sign to decrease the number of questions you would like in that category. And then there are 3 options, really self-explanatory. Would you like the questions to be easy, medium or hard in difficulty? And I am going to choose medium. If you then want to add additional categories to your quiz, simply use the plus sign and you will see a secondary box has now become available. Repeating the steps from the first round, select which category you would like to play, and again how many rounds or questions in that round you would like to have included. And again, I'm going to set this as medium. Repeat those steps until you have got to the point of how long you would like your quiz to run, and that is again customizable. And the final piece of this setup is just moving to game prizes. You can see there are up to 5 prizes currently on offer, and I am just going to populate the first prize with a monetary value of £10. This, of course, will be determined by the number of players that are participating in your quiz and just how many prizes you wish to give away. If you did wish to give away a second place prize, simply click on the plus sign next to second place and enter in the value for that particular prize. To explain that in more detail, I will simply enter in the £5 value that you can see. Should that be a non-monetary prize, simply free type the prize that you are giving away, for example, bottle of wine or beer tab. Once you are happy with how the quiz has been set up, you can save and exit. Please note, feel free that you can indeed return to game questions, game stake, if you needed to alter what you had originally set up. Now that we're happy, we're going to save the quiz, and it will now take you back to the screen that you can see, and tutorial is indeed the quiz that we have just set up. What is really useful to know is that quiz can now be played immediately, or it can be played at a later time. Innfinite will store that indefinitely for you. Now that your quiz is set up, you are ready to play. Using the quiz template that we have just created, in this case tutorial, you can see the number of rounds that we created and indeed the number of questions in total to run in that quiz. You are ready to select play and just simply click on the main tab. You will then be presented with a screen like this. Currently there is some work ongoing to remove this particular screen because it is now it is not required, but for the immediate future, if you use the view button, the view tab, it will take you to the mobile sales status. This is currently blank because no players are currently have entered the quiz. In order to do that, it's important to ensure all participating customers have access to the site code and access code displayed on the left-hand side of this particular screen. There is a separate video tutorial available that explains to customers how to run and join in with a quiz. It is very simple, so please look out for that separate video. In the background, I'm now entering the quiz using my mobile device, and that will then give you an idea as to exactly how that looks. So on the Innfinite app, I will use the site code and access code to join in the quiz. This takes just a few seconds. And you will now see, because I've registered to play, my name has appeared as somebody wanting to join in. At this point, the quiz master will have one of two options. If the player has already paid using their mobile device, mobile pay to play, the system will automatically activate their device to play. In the event that you are also offering cash payments, upon that player paying the cash to join in the quiz, you would simply activate their device. The reason for this particular measure is to avoid any player being able to join in the quiz without paying their entry fee. Once you have then reached your time for starting the quiz, so you might put a particular window of time, so you have to have joined by 8 p.m. Once that time has been reached, you are ready to start your quiz. And to do that, you simply press Start Quiz on the bottom of your screen. Further sales are not allowed. Just pointing out that that is now the end of the selling window. Click on the Yes option and your quiz.